Hello everyone, this is Tausif Javed and today we are here with another session of the Selenium where we will learn about switching between the tabs. So, whenever we have a situation when we have multiple tabs on a browser or a link which behaves in a way that it opens a new browser or a new tab or a new window after a click. So in that case, we need to switch between the tabs. So let's suppose here in this screenshot we have three tabs. So if we want to switch on a specific one, so we need to run some commands in Selenium WebDriver and we will be learning about it. So those of you who have missed our previous sessions, so we have already covered Selenium basics, locator techniques, drop-down selections, and iframe switching already in the previous 4 sessions, and today is the fifth one where we are going to cover tab switching. So for switching over a tab, we first need to get all the window handles. So let's assume an example where we could go forward with this thing. Let's suppose we have a page here. If I click on this specific link, so it opens another tab. So first of all, we need to open this page using Selenium. So first of all, we will set up our Chrome driver using the WebDriver Manager, and right after that we will create an object for WebDriver, and then we will be doing driver.get, and here we will provide a URL. So for the URL we are setting this value. By doing this, it should open the URL. Let's execute it. So here the page is opened, and let's just do one thing here. We will maximize our Chrome driver window, and now we are going to find the element, this specific element. So if I inspect this element, here we see that it has a hyperlink reference, a target which is blank. Due to this blank target, it is opening in another page, and then a text. So we will simply find this on the basis of its text. So here the text is copied. Yeah. So we found it on the basis of text. We could also find it on the basis of hyperlink reference, but that would not be a good option here. So Text is the simplest option. As we found the element using an XPath, so we will simply found it in Selenium using XPath as well. Driver.find element by XPath. So after we find this element, we will click that element. Let's execute the script and see what happens. Okay, so it is opened in another page, another tab. Now if I want to click on a specific element over this page, so what would be the way? Let's first find an element on this page and let's click it. Let's check if the page have any iframe. So page don't have any iframe, so element could be clicked in pretty normal way. /a text is equal to Cloudflare. So after doing that, I'm trying to find this element using XPath and then click this Cloudflare element. If I click this, it opens another page which have this error, something went wrong. But let's see if it is able to click that or not. So I will execute it now. Let's close the previous windows. So here our first click worked. And here second click never happened here, and we have an error here. So our XPath was correct, but still it got failed. The reason here is that we were always on this page. The focus was always on this page, this tab, and it never knew about that tab and the elements under it. So for that, we must switch over that. So here we have a command for finding the window handles, for getting the window handles. So window handles are the tabs, the windows, and some other handles. So let's do it. Here we have this command driver.get window handles. So we will be getting window handles. Driver.get window handles. But how could we use these window handles? The window handles are in an array list, so we could store them in an array list to reuse them. So a way here would be like creating a list, an ADT list of string type, as window handles are in the form of strings. I will give it a name tabs is equal to array list string. So that's how we are saving all the tabs in this list. So after that we got the tabs, so we have command driver.switch2.window. So as we have seen driver.switch2 before with the frames, where we were using driver.switch2.frame. So here we are using driver.switch2.window to move over a specific window, and tabs are also considered as windows here. So even if we have our test execution environment opened in multiple windows or multiple tabs, both could be there in the window handles. Driver dot switch to dot window, and now we need to give a specific tab. So let's post tabs dot get 1. Here 0 is the first index and 1 is the second index. So for moving to the second tab, this one, we need to switch to index 1. After we switch over it, we could simply click the element we wanted. So let's try it. We may need some weight here in case if it is not working, so we will add some weight. Okay, so here we have seen that first tab is clicked, and then it is switched to the second tab, and then it clicked the element from the second tab and then opened the third tab. So as we have window handles already, I may move to the first window in the end. Let's try and execute it. Okay, so here we are switched back to the window 1 again. And let's suppose if we want to get the newly opened tabs, so we could do that by updating the tabs, as we have a new tab opened after we got the values. So after that we could simply switch to the new window as well, and the new tab which was opened, so which is this window. So here I would add some weights, so we will be able to see the things. That was a wait of 5 seconds. Now let's execute it. Now we will be able to see the same things with some delays, like a slow-mo. So second tab is opened and it is switched to second tab, then it clicked the button and switched to third tab, then switched to first tab, and then switched to third tab. as we have done that in the end. So for going further, we may create a method which would take both the WebDriver and the number for opening a specific tab. So it would be like switch to tab, then nth tab, and the WebDriver element. So here we would be doing driver dot get window handles, and we could simply save it in the array list, and then tabs dot get. User will be giving the tab according to his numbering, like 1 2 3, and we have to convert it to our numbering, our indexing, which is 0 1 2. So it would be simply like n minus 1. Like if user gives 1, so for us it's index 0 on the backend. So then we will be doing driver dot switch to dot window, and then passing it that specific tab. So here I will be simply using this method. Switch to tab 1, comma, driver. Here we are going to tab 2, which would be actually tab 1. So let's do it. Okay, let's comment the rest of the code for a moment, as we have deleted the tabs list variable already. Okay, so as it is working, we may use the same line of code for switching to other tabs as well. So here would be like 1, and here we are switching to third one. There we go. So let's execute it. So it should be working as before, and we have a method for switching to a tab, and we could pass the number of the tab, the nth tab. So it switched to all the tabs, and now it would switch to the third tab again. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and I hope you have learned something new. And if you have any questions, please comment, and I will be there to answer. Thank you so much. Bye bye.